Hello, friends. I was just struggling to turn my mic on for quite a few minutes, and that's honestly kind of disappointing because I think I'm pretty tech savvy. But today we are going to be going over my OC's family tree, and we're just going to be like naming all of them and giving my opinions on their designs because quite a few of these were the first ever designs. So, let's get into it with the characters that we already know. Up here, this is Tiger Star. Tiger Star is pretty well known as the first antagonist. So, we also know son and daughter, Hawkfrost and Mothwing, and they are the kids of Sasha. So, what happened here is my OC here, Flowerheart, was born before these two to a different father, who is this cat, and I don't know what to name him, but we're going to name him something. So these, they all went to River Clan at the same time, and they all got the names that they got, and then Flowerheart got Flower Paw, and all that jazz. But there was like a whole event where some clan cats left to make their own clan, and Flowerheart joined them. So she left, and she was a medicine cat instead of Mothwing. So Mothwing became the medicine cat after Flowerheart left. But that's what was different in the canon. So she left because she was pregnant with 3 kittens, these 3, and she was the father was this loner named Beetle, and Beetle didn't want to be a father, so he left, and he wouldn't stay or join the clan or anything. So Flowerheart didn't really know what to do. Flowerheart had always been one to mingle with the kitty pets and the loners, so as her kitty pet friend Marrow describes, it was bound to happen. Marrow isn't on this chart, but he plays a pretty big part in the story as Flowerheart's sort of fatherly figure. So that's happened. But basically, Flowerheart leaves the clans because she's having these kittens and she's not exactly happy in the clans. So they travel for a few moons, and then when they get to the place that they set up their clan, they have 3 kittens. So they have Poppy Belly, this is Corvid Sight, and Groenbloom. There was a bit of a complication with Groenbloom. When she was a kitten, she fell on her nose, and it kind of made it deformed like this. But the actual design is a nod towards a different character that was made by the same person as Groenbloom. So this was actually a story that me and my friends used to play in middle school. We'd make there's a bunch of berries at the back of our schoolyard, and we'd crush them up with mud and pretend to make like pollen. I don't know what that word is. I've only read it. But we used to do that, and it was a lot of fun. But we had our characters, and Groenbloom was one of them. This character, Swift Swipe, was one of them. So these are all friends, but I have filled in all of the gaps, and there were a lot of them. But basically, Groenbloom's the character, like the person who made the character, their persona is a bat. So she has sort of like a bat nose in the cat design. So that was just sort of interesting. The kittens grow up. Flowerheart dies when they become apprentices. Uh, and Corviknight, he's all traumatized, and eventually he kills Swift because he made Poppy Belly and Grown Boom happy after the death, and he didn't like that. So he's kind of a horrible person, but he was a happy kitten, so he's kind of my little guy, you know. Okay, so Swift Swipe joined the clan after it was established and became an apprentice alongside these three, and really helped Poppy Belly and Grown Bloom through their trauma. And eventually Poppy Belly became his mate, and they had two kittens, who are these two. This is Darkstalk, as in like stalking someone, and then this is Cotton Shrub. We'll start with this side of the family. This is Badger Star, formerly Badger Stripe. That he was found during the journey that the clan cats and the Roogs took to make Custa clan. That's the name of the clan, by the way. Custa. It's a ridge that has one soft side and one sharp side, so it's like steep on one side and sort of like a rolling hill on the other side. So Custa clan, because they live in the mountain. But he's the leader because he thinks really quick on his feet, and they found him, and he actually saved one of the cats that I forgot to put on this chart, Owl Dusk, from an eagle when she was a kitten, because Owl Dusk was Owl Kit while they were traveling. So Badger Star became the leader because they didn't want to make any of the clan cats the leader, because they would feel like, oh, no one's going to join, and we want this to be very different from the clans. So that happened. But this is Marble Fur. In the main story, I think that will happen for this, she would be Marble Kit, but her full name is Marble Fur. And Marble Fur was part of a prophecy that helps them find StarClan. So StarClan did follow them, but only a little bit of it. So like a little bit of the clans left and a little bit of StarClan left with them. So Marble Kit was in the middle of a mushroom circle, so a fairy circle sort of thing. And Cotton Shrub was in the forest, and she heard the cries of Marble Kit and came running, and that's how she found out she could commune with StarClan when you sleep in the middle of this circle of mushrooms. So Marble Kit was full of the prophecy that helps them find the way to communicate with StarClan. So she grows up, isn't really special, aside from helping them find StarClan, but she grew up in the clans, and she was very loved by Cotton Shrub, who is her adoptive mother. Then this cat is Spiderfang, who is Badger Star's son, and aren't really remarkable. He's kind of ugly. But together they have Dawn Storm. So let's go back up and over to Darkstalk. So Darkstalk goes and she becomes mates with Dayshine, who is this cat. And they're a little lesbian couple. They're very cute. And they have 3 kittens together. I know that they have 3 kittens over here, and they have 3 kittens over here. But 3 kittens is just a good amount of number. It's just a good amount of kits, you know? But there is actually some variation, because we have 2 kits here, we have 1 kit here, we have 4 kits here, and then we have 2 kits here, 1 kit here, 2 kits here. So we have some variation, but it's kind of like it's just kind of like I like 3 kits. That's a good number of kits. So these cats are Coal Leaf, Driftfoot, and Sharp Freckle. So they're not really remarkable in any way. They're very cute. I like them. But Coal Leaf gets together with a rogue named Ducky, who doesn't actually join the clan. But they have 2 kits together who they kind of split because they aren't really in love. They just kind of went together for a bit. And since Ducky didn't want to join, she just kind of left with Minnow, this cat, with one of the kids, Minnow. And then this is Crowstone, who stayed with the clan. So that's pretty much this whole big family tree. So let's go over to this little small one. Over here at the top is Frogthroat. So some of the names are little puns. They're kind of cute. I like making the names puns. She's very much my self-insert. So she has, she's like sort of like my modern day self-insert, and then Poppy Dawn, that's her old name. She used to be called Poppy Dawn, but there's a canon Gloria Katz character that was named Poppy Dawn, so I changed it to Poppy Belly. So Poppy Belly was my old self-insert. So, Frogthroat is my modern day one. And Frogthroat has Rose Leg. I forgot her suffix, but this is Rose Leg, her only kitten. And Rose Leg becomes a medicine cat, or as I call them, medics. So they are family, and then he gets together with Jump Muzzle, who is a calico, and they have 4 kittens, but one of them doesn't make it. This is Petal Kit. Petal Kit does not make it very far, but the 3 of them do. This is Lily Leap, who kind of has like this Neapolitan theme going on. It's very cute. I love it. And then we have Copper J. He has copper eyes. And then we have Berry Reed. Berry Reed, who looks kind of like a puppy. He's really cute. Not really remarkable, but I wanted to give them a family because there were just sort of some loose ends and cats that would never go on to make their legacy known. So, yes, a lot of this was made up just kind of on the spot because I love them. But most of these cats do not exist in the main story. Like, from this point downward and this big family tree, it doesn't really exist. Except Marble Kit and Badger Star. Badger Star is above there, so. But over to this guy. This is Bunny and Eel. They were roogs that traveled with the clan cats to the new location, and they are gay, and I love them. And Eel dies before they can have any kittens, but I really love them. Like, just, they've grown so much, and they are very special to me. So, onto the older designs, these 2. This is Raccoon Bell on the left, and Peaktail on the right. They are brothers. They used to be kitty pets. They actually have collars. But they, which one was it? I think Peaktail came. Yes, Peaktail. Peaktail came up to the mountains with a little boy, and they would travel the mountains together. But one time they got caught in a blizzard, and the boy died, but Peaktail lived. And Peaktail would never leave the mountain because he didn't know where the boy went before he died, and he is desperate to find the boy. So he doesn't want to leave the mountains in case the boy comes back. His brother, Raccoon Bell, came up to the mountains looking for him with his two sons, Wild Kit and Brave Kit, who were named something different before because they were kitty pets. But basically he came up looking for Peaktail and ended up staying with the clan, the two of them. I did mention that these two were kitty pets before, Wild Run and Brave Leaf. But they actually get an adoptive father, Mallard Snow, who is the deputy. Yeah, I just thought Mallard Snow was one of the original cats that traveled to the new location, so I just thought he deserves a family, even though he's kind of dirty and skrunkly. But Brave Leaf goes on to be mates with Fruitfoot. I know, fruit by the foot, it's kind of funny. Fruitfoot was abandoned by a rogue into the clan because she couldn't care for him anymore. She could barely care for herself, and they actually meet that mother later, but that's a whole nother story. And they go together and they have Honey Plume. It's like plume, like a chicken's fluff, like a chicken's plume. It's really cute name. I really like it, but I could probably give that design another go. I don't really like it. Thoughts on the designs? I like Tiger Star's design. Hawkfrost is okay. He kind of looks like he's staring into my soul, but like not into like an aggressive way, just like a you know? Mothwing could have another go too. I like most of the designs not because they're good, but because of just I'm attached to them. I really like Dayshine's design, and these two are very cute. But I like this whole family tree pretty well, except these two. Ginger tabbies are really hard for me to do, so just tabby markings in general. I tend to do less realistic cats, like this one's very like Patriot colors. So yeah, I really like these two because I'm so attached to them. This Neapolitan color scheme is really cute. I like it. Not really realistic to have a pink cat, but I really do not care. A lot of these genes are just not realistic in any way. So, but yeah, that's the whole family tree and some explanation. So, thank you for watching, and please be looking out for more content by me. Consider subscribing, because I would really love that. And bye.